Welcome back to Community Update. I'm Nicole Johnson. Folk music is the heartbeat of cultural heritage, preserving stories and traditions passed down throughout the generations. Today, we're honored to have an incredible, talented singer-songwriter, Blessing Tangban. Known for her unique blend of music she calls Afro-Folk, Blessing's music resonates deep within the themes of love and identity and resilience. Fresh from her debut performance at this year's Halifax Jazz Festival, Blessing is here to share with us her artistic journey and the stories behind her soulful songs. Welcome to the studio, Blessing.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. You look lovely today.
Thank you. You do as well.
And I love these earrings, by the way.
Thank you. They're my mom.
They're your mommy. Thank you, mommy. So before we get started, because I have a whole list of questions for you just to get to know who you are, tell us a little bit who you are and where you're from.
My name is Blessing Tangban. I am a singer-songwriter from Nigeria. And I am here in Halifax. I just concluded a music business program at NSCC.
Congratulations.
And I am right now exploring the music industry and just seeing, how things go.
Oh, lovely, lovely. So are you enjoying your experience there?
Yeah, so far so good. I've had about 12 years of experience, coming from Nigeria and then here now. It's different, but it's very warm and welcoming.
That's lovely to hear. And how has your experience with NSCC so far in that program?
It was a great program. I learned a lot, which I'm currently applying, so it wasn't a wasted effort.
Okay, lovely, lovely. So tell us a little bit more about your music journey and how it first got kicked off or how you started going, because I'm sure you've done it when you were such a little child or a young person. Is that correct?
I mean, it depends on what you call young. So I schooled in the U.S. I did my undergrad in the U.S. I started at the age of 16. So I was on my way to school one day at the bus stop and I saw this guy walking by with a guitar and he was singing and playing at the same time. And I don't know if I had ever seen anything like that before. Right. And it just, I was interested in it. So I asked him, hey, can you teach me? And, of course, he said no. So I went back home and I said to my dad, buy me a guitar. And so he bought me a guitar when he came, on his next visit. Yes. And in order to remember the chords that I learned, because I taught myself how to play from YouTube, in order to remember what I had learned, I started writing songs with it. And that's how it started. From there, I was sharing the songs at open mics, sharing the songs at my church, and it just kind of took off from there. I did my first EP in 2014, and then I moved back to Nigeria after I had finished my master's, and then that's where I kind of focused on my music career. I went on to do, a couple of singles with some high-profile artists in Nigeria, like Johnny Drill, like Emma Abaga, Banky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then, as times were changing, my music was changing. I was exploring more and more and growing. And then I think in 2020, I won an award for Best Vocal Performer from Galaxy Music Awards in Nigeria. And then still going and going and going. And I kind of saw that the landscape of music was changing and I needed to update my my skill set. And so I found the music business program at NSCC and decided to take a leap. So I took that leap, came here, did the program, and since I got here, it's been really, really great. I had my first Canadian tour this year. Johnny Drill came to Canada to do a tour, so I was a supporting act on that tour, and it was completely sold out. It was awesome. Came back, I did the ECMA. I showcased at the ECMA, and I played Halifax Jazz Fest now, and I'm slated to perform at the Nova Scotia Music Week. I'm slated to showcase there as well as Contact East in September. So it's been great so far.
It's been busy for you.
I can't complain. It's been great.
But that's what we want. We want things to be moving. We want things to develop for your career and establish yourself here as an artist in Halifax. Absolutely. Share with me some of your biggest influence on your music and how it has shaped your sound.
It would depend. As you grow, your influences change. It's like when you're young and listening to Justin Bieber, and then you grow up a little bit, you want to listen to something more mature. So I started out with Dido. I loved the way she sang. And John Mayer, I loved the way he wrote music. So I kind of patterned my writing after John and my singing after Dido when I first started out. And then I started to come into my own. and I found inspiration from my own self and my life
Absolutely.
stories, and I was drawing from that and sharing it with my music, and it's pretty much been like that. My journey kind of morphed into, having a deeper connection with my faith as a Christian, and that has also kind of changed the kind of music I'm putting out lately. So it all depends. But at this point, I would say I'm deeply, deeply inspired by my life story, myself and my journey, and also by God.
Absolutely. Absolutely. God's the anchor. Tell me, is there anybody else in your family that you also inspired you musically?
I mean, if you ask my dad, he would like to say he's the reason why we're all musical, because I'm musical. My elder brother is a musician as well. My younger brother is a musician.
Okay.
So he says it's because when he was younger, he used to play the bongos for a really big, musician in Nigeria, Prince Nikombaga. He was really popular. He did this song, Sweet Mother. Any Nigerian knows that song. So my dad used to be his bongo player, and he said, "Oh, that's where we got all our music talents from." So I'm gonna give it to him. I don't want to say I don't think so, but
it makes him happy, right?
I would say my dad and my mom sings as well. So,
nice.
But for the longest part, I think it's just something about having an older sibling. I always try to copy my elder brother, whatever he did, because he's just like 2-3 years in front of me. So I thought we were age mates, and then anything he did, I wanted to do as well. So when he started out with music, I was like, I want to do that too. So he inspired me. He still supports me till date. So yeah, I'll say my elder brother.
Nice, nice. So your dad, your brothers, your family, but your culture, Nigerian culture, how has it affected your music, your sound, Afrobeats, with a little bit of Americana in that? Can you share a little bit about what that?
I told you I first started making music when I was an undergrad in the US. So my initial stages of creating music wasn't from my African background. It was when I realized that, wait, I'm losing my culture, because as I'm here, like 18, 19, I can't even speak my language properly.
Right.
So I made a deal with myself, like when I go back home after my studies, I would only speak my language. And I had my mom really focus on that, and it really, really started to impact my music. That was when I started to include vernacular phrases in my music, and to the point where my last EP in 2022, I did a song completely top to bottom in my language. It was a proud moment for me, because it's not something that I thought I would be able to do, given that I couldn't speak my language fluently at first. And I'm gonna just shout out to my mom right now. She helps me out. There's something I want to say in a song, I can't say it because my language, I'm speaking it like I'm chopping wood, like chop, chop, chop. She's like, don't do it that way and embarrass our ancestors. This is the way you're gonna do it. So, right now I would say it gives me a lot of joy and pleasure to share my language in my music, because I realize that we're a minority in Nigeria, and a lot of our culture and our music is not out there. So people probably think we don't exist. So every time I get the chance to do that, I do it. My video that I shot for my song Serum that I just told you I sang in I also shot it in my village to just get that message out there. And a couple of my songs that are coming out, I shot them in my village as well, just to also keep that message going, like, hey, we're here, we're relevant, and
we're on the map.
Our culture is beautiful.
Absolutely. So what inspired your songwriting, and what is your creative process in writing?
I know a lot of creatives will relate to this, but with songwriting, I'm just telling a story. Like I said, I went to college at 16, which is not a usual age to go to college. I was a bit young, so I wasn't able to relate to my environment, and I needed someone to talk to. So when I got hold of that guitar and I realized, look, writing a song means just telling your story. I kind of was stuck on it. Until date, I'm still doing that, sharing my experience, telling my story, or just letting people know, hey, whatever you're going through is going to be okay. So the process is like that sometimes. Like I have something to say and I pour it out. And other times I just get the song from God. I just get it like that. Complete. And I just...
So what's one of your favorite songs on the album?
So one of my favorite songs of all time, because I have 2 EPs and 1 album. So I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
What's your favorite one? What really...
It used to be Serum. Yes. Because it was, since I sang it in my language, I used that to disguise the fact that I was talking about a guy that broke my heart, and no one except me and those who can speak my language know what I'm saying. But right now, it's a song that's not been released. It's called Prayer. Yeah, I wrote it when I was really, really struggling to just find myself and just, hey, this new faith, not like new faith, but just stepping into deeper realms of my
stretched.
faith. And yeah, exactly. So I wrote it about that, and it's still in the vault. That's the next song I'm going to put out in September, but it is my favorite song. And then I would say closely following that would be Teach Me, that I released in February.
And so can you share a story behind one of those songs? I know you shared about the heartbreak, which we all go through, and hopefully you get it done early so you don't
done with it. No more.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Get it done and get it away early. We know what that feels like.
Yeah.
But behind prayer, it came out of a deep place of searching and also coming into a new identity in Christ, right? You want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah, maybe I should just talk about Teach Me, because prayer is still on its way, and people probably will want to go check it out and not have it there. So Teach Me is also a prayer that I was just saying to God, hey, I'm having a tough time loving the people around me, and I don't know how you did it so effortlessly, even after everything that people did to you. So please, could you teach me how to love and live like you? That's pretty much it.
I can concur with that. I can understand that, because I've asked the same thing, right? Especially when you have a heart after God.
Yeah. You
want to please Him in everything you do, including your music, including your performance, and how you tell your story from an African Nigerian woman.
Yeah.
Right? And a child of God. Right? You can't separate the two, because who you are. So, have you had a chance to perform that song yet?
I have.
Okay.
And to be honest with you, like from what you just said, piggybacking off of it, I was nervous at first, because performing a song that doesn't have such a strong attachment to sensitive subject like faith is easy. You come out there, tell people, hey, I was heartbroken. They're like, yeah, I was heartbroken too. And this is a song that came out of it. Yeah, everybody can relate. But this is a song that is born from a place of, reverence and honor and honesty, and like, look, I know you may feel some type of way about this, but this is my reality. Like to be able to share that, to be able to be, I don't know how to explain it. It's something.
Yes,
it's something.
Yes, absolutely. So I have a few more questions. So one, you recently performed at the Halifax Jazz Festival.
I did.
Tell me how that experience was.
I'm gonna just sit here right now and just say I thank God, because I didn't think last year. I just came last year. And when I was packing I was literally selling off my stuff, my speakers, my lap, I was just packing up my house. And the only thing I kept saying, like, God, I put in 8 years, 9 years, 10 years in this music career, and now I'm packing up. I don't know where to start from. I don't know how to begin. Like, first of all, the stress and the experience of being in a new country, having to deal with new people, like, what would that be like? And of course, it's faith, So I took a step of faith. I came here, I started my program. I didn't know that by this time, I would have done all these things that I have done. So I don't know how to tell you. I'm going to see this Nigerians, when they are saying something, they'll be, I don't even know how to begin to explain to you the experience. I was telling my keyboardist while we're on stage, I'm like, guy, I can't believe I'm here. Like, I was just asking myself, how would I do all these things? And now I'm here. Like, God is incredible.
Yes.
It's just, he knows how everything is going to happen.
He's the rewarder.
So, exactly.
Right?
I don't even know what I'm being rewarded for. It's just awesome.
Being faithful and trusting Him. That's it.
It's just awesome. It's just awesome. It was an awesome experience. It was awesome. And I'm so thankful and grateful, not just for the fact that, hey, God did this for me, but also for the strong music industry that's in Halifax.
Yeah.
I just came, and it's not like I just came. ANSMA absorbed me. Music Nova Scotia absorbed me. And they're like, look, you qualify, here's an opportunity. Can you do it? It's no long conversation about, where are you from? What did you do? So business. I'm also thankful for these societies that exist to also strengthen the hands of musicians that have just come or are still growing in the community. So awesome all around.
She's very thankful. So I'm happy happy for you. I'm happy for your success. Now, you also have a show coming up. Let's talk about that. Let's get that out there and let people know what's happening.
Since we're talking about faith, Nicole. Since we're talking about faith, look, I said I want to do this year. I mean, if I have done a Canadian tour and I have showcased and I have done Jazz Fest, if I don't do a show, then I'm not reading the handwriting on the wall.
Okay, talk about it.
So I said, I've been planning it, but just to take that step, like, are you ready? Are you ready? And one day I was just sitting on my computer and something just came over me. And I'm like, hey, Carlton, I want to do a show.
That's right.
I have a great show planned and I want to do this. And they're like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And I hit up my friends, the Rhythm of Africa band, amazing, incredible. And they're like, look, Blessing, we're going to support you. We're going to do this. Let's do this together. So I put all my information together, put the flyer, and it's going to be happening on the 29th of August. It's called Songs and Stories. Let me tell you, you're gonna experience a captivating evening of songs, of stories, of the essence of Africa. It's gonna be beautiful.
Okay.
Yes, just come out with your friends, come out with your family members, just come with your dancing shoes and your listening ear, because you're gonna be listening, you're gonna be feeling, and you're gonna be dancing. Just come out. August 29th.
And how much are the tickets?
They're only $20.
$20. Okay.
Minus
I think
tax.
that's affordable, right?
Yes.
So August 29th.
Yes.
At what time?
7:30 p.m.
7:30 p.m. At the Carlton.
Yes.
Okay.
In Halifax.
And Halifax. Now, is anybody else on the showcase, or is it just you?
It's me and the Rhythm of Africa band.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Lovely.
Because I can't go out there by myself, Nicole.
No. And you shouldn't. You should be accompanied with a great band.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Because that gives everybody the whole full round.
The full
experience.
package.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
Absolutely. So what are you expecting from the audience? Do you expect them, other than dancing, but do you expect there to be like industry people in there? Like, is there an invitation extended, or is it just open to the general public?
Yeah, I've extended an invitation to industry. I've, put the information out there on social media, and we're advertising, we're promoting. The general public, they're welcome. Industry is welcome. Friends of industry people, they're welcome. PEI, come. New Brunswick, come. Everybody, come and have a good time. And come and support this girl who has taken a leap of faith to do her first headlining concert in Halifax. Who does that? Who does that? Who do you know does that?
Blessings. Blessing.
Exactly.
Blessing.
Exactly. So please come through and support us.
Right.
Rhythm of Africa is going to be there. I'm going to be there. It's going to be great. You're going to have a great time.
Absolutely. What is your long-term goals as an artist?
Part of the reason why I went to music business school is not just to be a performing artist for the rest of my life. I also want to be able to uplift other artists. So being that I'm from Nigeria, my end goal, performing, showcasing, growing my audience, networking, is to be able to create some sort of export program where there can be exchange from artists here and then artists in Nigeria. In Abuja, where I was based, like, we have some Abuja artists coming here to do great things and being immersed into the culture and community, and we have artists from here going there to do the same thing. So I may not be able to create a whole program, but I'd love to be involved with something that does that, and then maybe longer term, managing an artist or owning a record label, but not now. Let me get done with this show first.
That's right.
Yeah.
But that's good, because I love when we support Black talent, Black excellence, Black anything, because we have those gifts and talents.
Yeah.
And sometimes, most of the times, it comes to us naturally. And we add it on by studying it as an art, so we can be professionals in that. What would be the thing that you would want to say to your fans and our viewers?
I would say, just be true to yourself. When I first started, people were like, look, Afrobeat is what's in, do Afrobeat, do rock, do this, do that. But I've never felt the urge to change. And it's taking me where I want to be in life. Like, just be yourself and be 100% great at what you do, so that when the opportunities come, they won't start checking your background or whatever just to give it to you. So be yourself, be true to yourself, and be good at what you do.
Absolutely. I second that. So for those of you who do not know who Blessing Tangban is, this is your opportunity to get out there and go support her. Get to the Carlton at 7:30 on August 29th. Get your ticket for $20 because it's affordable. You can do it. I know it's hard times in the Maritimes, but look at her. we can support her, right? Let's do it. So Blessing Tangban has been here sharing in her inspiring journey and her stories behind her music. She's here with us today, and I'm so happy to have met her. Please do not miss this chance to see her perform live August 29th at the Carlton in downtown Halifax. It's a limited space and time only,
Very
right?
limited. Very
So we want to
limited.
make sure that you be there. Also, please subscribe to this channel for your more community updates, information, events, and everything that's happening all around the community. I'm Nicole Johnson, and we'll see you soon.